What is up, everybody? To Adversity here today, and we're gonna talk about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This game was just released on Xbox, PC, PlayStation as well, and it released on Xbox Game Pass. So that's why a lot of people are probably playing this at. This game is freaking amazing. I can see why this game why it's doing so well right now. They said they in 3 days after launch it sold 1 million copies. And a lot of different sites and websites are giving it 9 or 10 out of 10 scores. This game is amazing. This is like Final Fantasy. It's kind of funny because Final Fantasy did the whole statement that they're not going to do turn-based action RPGs anymore because they don't do that well. Well, this one is doing fantastic. It is like Final Fantasy because that's the big elephant in the room. It's like the modern day Final Fantasy game with turn-based combat, whichever Square said that was like they don't want to do that anymore. Hey, you got somebody to take up the reins for doing turn-based combat or realistic looking characters, because Persona's been doing it for a while, but their stuff is like cel shaded. It's not like realistic style, but this game looks like a Final Fantasy game, plays like one, but with turn-based combat. So Sandfall deserves their flowers. This is a fantastic game. There's only one major issue I really got with this game, and that's like the no mini map thing. But other than that, like, they deserve their flowers. Fantastic game. And this is made by like 33 freaking people. How do you make a game this great with only 33 people? You would think a game that only has 33 people is like a low budget indie game, but no, this looks like a modern day AAA game. Like, that is just craziness to me. So you mean to tell me that 33 people can make this game? That's probably what I got, Expedition 33. That's probably another thing I just realized right now. But if you tell me that 33 people can make this game, but you know, these big budget $100 million, $200 million games, it costs that much to make some of these other games that's not as great as this. Like, really? Hopefully this does a major reset. A lot of people in the industry view how they do games at this point, especially bringing more turn-based RPGs out, because people are saying that, hey, we love this type of combat. Because I'm having a blast with this game. The story is freaking phenomenal. There's been multiple times I've been playing this game. I'm like, OMG, what is going on right now? I'm on the edge of my seat by being hooked onto the story. I'm on Act 2 right now. I kind of have a theory on what like the big plot twist is going to be, like what's going to happen, but I'm not really 100% sold on. I got a theory about what the plot twist is going to be, but like at least like 3 times I've been like, OMG, what is going on with this story right now? If you don't know, the basic premise of the story is that, hey, these people live on this island, and then every year they gotta take this expedition to try to fight this god like deity, the Paintress. Or if they don't do that, like people in their island, they get like certain people like a certain age. They people in this game they don't get old, because at a certain point people start disappearing and stuff like that. They start vanishing into leaves. And it's like a lot of people. There's a lot of orphan kids. There's a lot of people who don't get old at all. So you see the main character who's Gustavo, played by the Daredevil guy, Charlie Cox. He's voice acting this guy. He is one of the main ones he's the main character leading the expedition. And then you got to go on this journey, this fantasy world, fighting against these different creatures to try to get to the Paintress to find out what's going on. But as you're playing the game, you see these different. It's a very like horror, like gothic vibes as well, because you see like the previous expedition people, the bodies of the previous people be scattered throughout the different levels. Very horror style setting, so definitely interested for that as well. The enemies look real creepy looking. Like, so you see certain characters without faces. It's like, what the hell? Definitely a very horror vibe when you play this game, but fantastic nonetheless. This is definitely an amazing RPG. I have to go to work in about an hour. Now I'm mad because I just want to play this game. So as soon as I get off work, I'm going to be on this game. I'll be real. This game is a very good game, which is just shocking how they can do this only 33 people. But you mean to tell me these other companies can't do this? So hopefully this is a big eye opener for the industry, the game industry. We want more turn-based RPGs. The fact that Final Fantasy Rebirth, which I don't want to keep crapping on Final Fantasy, but it's like the big elephant in the room. It's like, how is your mojo that you had before? You got known for turn-based RPGs. Now another company is doing what you do, and they're doing the same art style. So it's kind of crazy, but here you go. I didn't like Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It was too many freaking what do you call those, mini games and stuff like that. That annoyed the hell out of me in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth game. This is scratching that itch. This is definitely scratching the itch. I don't gotta worry about no freaking mini game, riding a chocobo, no doing stupid crap like that. This is just a fun RPG where I get to fight different enemies, turn-based combat. I can parry, dodge, use magic, use weapons. This is what you want in an RPG. So, kudos to this team once again. I can't wait for a sequel. If they got more of those, like I said, I'm still on Act 2, so the story might be concluded. I don't know, but I want to see more from this studio, especially with RPGs at that. And hopefully this becomes a trend. More companies follow this. They definitely should. This is fantastic right here. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think what else. I like the characters, like the story so far. I'm enjoying it. The only real pet peeve I said is the map. The mini map is really freaking annoying. Like, they should have definitely had a mini map where you're exploring the different levels. But the game is very linear at that too, though. So it kind of feels like they didn't have a mini map just to expand the length, artificially expand the length, which is kind of annoying. It's like it tries to be Dark Souls, but it's not. It's weirdly like it's kind of cool how it is like Dark Souls, but it's kind of annoying. Like, there's no map. Like, it's not Dark Souls. You're not trying to do Dark Souls. Why is there no map? That's the only annoyance I have with this game. And the mime that you find throughout the different levels, the mime enemy, that is one creepy looking enemy. So if you got a fear of like clowns or like mimes, this is definitely. I don't have a fear of clowns or anything like that, but that mime is very unsettling. That is very creepy enemy right there. But and I've seen it like twice through different levels. I don't know if it's in every level, but that mime creature when you find it, that is definitely a creepy enemy right there. But fantastic game. I can't give it enough praise. I'm glad this game is getting a lot of love because this game is really good. And it dropped the Game Pass. So if you got a Game Pass subscription, check this out for like RPGs. Can give them more praise. Once again, I want to see more stuff like this in the industry. We shouldn't hear about these studios being laid off, being shut down. I was like, you can make a game with 33 people. Why aren't more people doing this? why we got studios like 200 to 500 staff in game when you hear all these crazy layoff stories? Make games like this. I was like, I don't see why more people aren't doing this in the industry, but hey, this shows that this can be done. So once again, kudos to this game. I hope we get more praise. Hope we sell a lot more. This is a very fantastic game. So I've got included right here. Definitely want your thoughts down below if you have started this game. What do you think about it? Leave a like this video. Always thanks for watching, and peace.